So I started probably about 6 months to about a year before we started doing Frantic. So bought some decks. Didn't really bought decks really not for wanted to DJ in a club. I just love the music. And I used to buy a load of mixtapes from Camden Market. So I'd be buying Paul Oakenfold, people like that. But then I'd only like half the music and not like the other half of the music. So trying to whiz through songs on a tape machine was really annoying. It's like and so you kind of go through it. And then after a while, I just thought, well, I might as well just buy decks and then start buying records and then have a bit of a mix. I might be rubbish, not really bothered about that, but more about buying the records I liked and then just taking it from there, really. So even when I did buy records and decks, it wasn't really, the dream wasn't to DJ in a club.
Really?
No, so then I had some friends who were DJs and I think after about 6 months of buying decks, they got me a gig in London at the Sound Shaft. And it was quite an
experience. 6 months in.
But it was like an experience, like everyone, you speak to any DJ that plays in a club for the first time, the sound's completely different. You're really nervous. You don't know whether it's any good, whether people like it. I played to about 2 people, so I didn't really have much of a gauge from the crowd. And then, after that, I mean, I used to go clubbing with Will Patterson, who I started Frantic with. And so we bumped into each other. We hadn't seen each other about a year or so, bumped into each other. And I kind of mentioned to him that I started mixing. And then he said he's got a birthday coming up in August, probably 21 years ago, whatever it was, because of the Frantic birthday was a few weeks ago, wasn't it? So there was 3 of our friends that were having a birthday party together. So we just said, okay, why don't we just do like a club event for all our friends, and we'll get some of the like me and 2 other guys to play. So 250 people turned up to this club in Chinatown as the first kind of Frantic, and I'll never forget playing, because I think I mentioned to you, didn't I, on one of the messages about how nervous I was and I couldn't put the needle down the right place because my hand was shaking. I had to get this hand to steady it, to put it down, to even put the needle into the right place.
Oh God!
And I was just so nervous. I think it's all to do with confidence, isn't it, really? And
totally.
at that point, I wasn't that confident in being in front of a room full of my friends I've never played to before. And I actually say that I hated it. Not because I really didn't enjoy it. Just because of nerves. I didn't really enjoy it. Everyone loved it, but for me it was different,